All right, we're live this time. We were live last time. Hey guys, welcome to the TED Show. I have 4 amazing guests and a couple of audience members. We're going to talk today with these rising stars of YPN's, let's see if I can get this. First of all, Orlando Regional REAL-tors Association, YPN 20 under 40 rising star REAL-tors. So here they are. So we have, all right, we've got Wendy Stewart.
Hi guys.
We've got Amy Ladd-Miller.
Hi.
Judy Julien.
Hello.
And Justin Core.
What's up, crew?
We've got people, so I'm getting thumbs up. They can hear us and see us. Of course, we've brought cocktails in because that's how we do it here at the TED Show. But I mean, come on, it's pressure. And Maggie, somebody will come in a minute. You'll see what happens. We've got one more we're missing. So if that person shows up, then we'll have 5. I don't know where they're going to sit. Maybe on the table, on my lap. God help us. Look how, can't you guys see that? It's crazy with this. All right. So the reason I wanted to do this is because there's 20 of you under 40 who obviously the community thinks are amazing. Oh, hey Yvonne, it's not blocking it, but can you come hit close, please? Look at her. I've got somebody who's helping me right now.
Did you charge your phone last night?
I did.
Come
It
on,
just took
Ted.
forever. Look, this is the love I get. All right, so 20 under 40. So these guys are all under 40.
Almost.
And
Just made it.
look,
Just made
I
it,
haven't
guys.
seen the other side of 80 in a long time. But they're under 40 and they're rising stars in the real estate community. And obviously, wouldn't it be great, I thought, to get some pointers for them to find out what their story is, and maybe get some ideas from them on why they're in real estate. See, look, this is it.
Really?
It's this is what happens when you have mimosas.
Mom, I'm famous.
Why? I mean,
See, real estate people are fun. This is number 1 example.
we are.
Right?
Yes.
All right, so let's start with somebody. Let's start with the ladies first, because there's 3 of them. So Justin, we'll try to mix you in there.
That's fine.
We'll start on this side. So Wendy, what I want to ask all 4 of you is your why. So a lot of people think real estate's all private chartered jets and parties and champagne and servants. You know, we've got all this amazing stuff going on. Yes, somebody's doing your nails while you're, I don't know, signing a contract with the other hand.
No.
So talk a little bit about, oh, look who we have. Oh,
Uh-oh.
this is what happens on
Get
the
her in
TED
there.
Show. So we've got Gabby, who is bringing us in mimosas. Say hi, Gabby.
I'm
There's Gabby.
I'm not sure who these are.
Oh, here we go. So, see, realtors can be fun. You can be.
We're not librarians.
You're not librarians.
Not that there's
So,
anything wrong with
still waiting for the
librarians.
private jet, Rebecca. Yes, John Howdy Shell, they're talking to you. All right, so Wendy, give us an idea. I think people like to know
Yes.
more about the realtor. So, what's your why? Why are you in real estate? What made you choose this path? And then I'll go across this way.
Okay, well,
This is Wendy Stewart.
Hi
Everybody.
guys, Wendy
Cheers.
Stewart, Wendy in the Cloud. Okay, I left the cloud. That's St. Cloud, Florida. So my little plug.
Every time you say that, I'm
Welcome to
like,
town.
Wendy in the cloud.
Wendy in the cloud. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I got into real estate about 4.5 years ago. I just love it. I think it's not about selling homes. We know that, right, guys? It's about relationships ultimately. A friend of mine encouraged me to. He said, "Hi, Rebecca."
Hi, Rebecca.
He said that I needed to take a 63-hour course that would change my life, and surely it did.
You just thanked him today, Anthony Fox.
I did.
I saw that.
I did.
Look, I can read. I
Yes.
pay attention.
He said that I
Sometimes.
needed to do it. I did it. And, it's pretty simple for me. I'm a single parent. My why is my children. Before real estate, I was working 3 to 4 jobs at one time. And as of last year, I became a full-time agent. And, I've been able to get out of some really dark times because of this beautiful business. I feel very blessed. I call my clients, they know I call them my family. They're my families.
I love that.
So, I feel every morning, I can't believe that I get to wake up and be me. That's how I feel. So,
Nice. All right. So, and then Amy Ladd-Miller. Do you go by Amy Ladd-Miller? Do you go by Amy Miller? Like, it's on your Facebook.
Well, I was Amy Ladd.
So you do it so your friends who knew you before marriage.
Okay, so
Facebook
if you
does
go,
that automatically.
If you go from
Yeah.
an Amy Ladd to an Amy Miller, you go from like 1 of 2 to like 1 of 2 million.
2 million, I get you.
So
I got
I
you.
had to keep the lad.
And congratulations, she just had a baby 10
She
weeks
looks
ago.
amazing. You look amazing.
It's unbelievable.
She looks
Congratulations.
amazing.
So my whole family is in real estate. I'm originally from Claremont, over on the west side, and my father has been a broker and a custom home builder for 35 years.
Wow.
So I really had no choice but to be in the business whatsoever. So yeah, so I've been in.
Did you grow up in it? Like when
I
you
did.
were, so
I
you
was-
grew up, did you like it when you were growing up? Or
I
you're
did.
like most, okay.
I was pulling permit packages when I was 12. And
Wow.
I
What's a
was
permit
working-
package, Joe? Hi guys, what's happening?
I was working a sales model for my father when I was 20, and then got my license 11 years ago, and
Wow.
started my brokerage, I think 5.5 years ago, 6 years ago.
You have your own brokerage?
Yeah.
See, we only have $1.50 for R&D here, so I spend it all on your booze. So I don't necessarily get a chance to look this stuff up. That's amazing. Why your own brokerage?
I worked for a big company, and I then went to a smaller boutique firm, and I wanted to be able to spend money more on marketing and actually selling my listings and things like that, and you can't do that to the extent that I wanted to if you're with a bigger company, because you're paying them the money. So I went ahead and got my broker's license, and just kind of have like a
Awesome.
little boutique thing going on in Delaney Park.
Gives you flexibility when you have kids, right? Which
Absolutely.
I get it. All right. So Judy, can we see you in the back? Judy Julien, everybody.
Can you
Get
see
him
me?
here.
I can.
And
You should come
she's
right up here, Judy.
gorgeous.
She's beautiful.
She is.
Tell us about you, Judy. What's your why? Why are you in real estate?
I am in real estate because of my father.
Okay.
Not that he did real estate, but he said, you need to do real estate. I don't know what he did, what made him wake up and say, you need to do it. We're like, no, you need to do it. And he gave me the money. He said, go take the class.
That's sweet.
I
Great.
didn't spend it on that.
Do we ever? No.
I was rebellious. I actually spent it on mortgages because I said I hate driving. I don't want to drive. So I did mortgages the first portion. Then
I feel your pain, Judy.
I quit that when I went to go back to work because the market crashed. Everybody at my job kept saying, you need to do real estate. I'm like, what is up with people telling me I need to do real estate? So I started, and when I started doing it, even though I still hate driving, I love watching people's faces when they find the house. I love helping people get the house. I love helping people get prepared for the house. My best success stories are the ones that aren't ready right now, but then 2 years later they can close.
Oh, I love that.
Like,
Amen.
I always tell them, don't rush it. It's going to happen when it needs to happen, and I'm always calling, checking in on them, and it's great. I've closed actually 5 people that I've been working with for the past year or 2 years, and they just got prepared. It's the best feeling because some of the times they'll tell you, I'm the first person in my family to ever purchase, and that's
Wow.
huge.
That's big, actually. That's really cool. That's very cool. All right, Justin Core, everybody.
Ooh, what's the question?
The, yeah, okay.
I'm on the cusp of
Tell me,
millennialism.
you got to scooch in now. You got to get closer to my shoulder. There you go. All right. So no, the question is your why. Why real estate? Why are you in real estate? What brought you here? Why do you stay? All that good
So
stuff.
my path, I guess, started. I don't know. I started reading some books my senior year of college, just trying to, senior year of high school, just trying to figure out what path I wanted to take. And so I got up to FSU, go Noles, and turn around this year. You're a UCF guy, right?
I'm UCF and Gators, but that's all right.
Nobody
We're
cheers.
fraternity
Nobody
brothers.
cheers. Nobody
Yeah,
cheers.
We're fraternity brothers, so Sigma Chi all the way. There you go.
So I got up to FSU and said, I'm going to go down the path of real estate. And that was just kind of, what I read, the people I, was reading their stuff and kind of following their life story, had some investment in real estate or some piece of their career was spent in real estate. So I started heading down that path, and really for me, I didn't know exactly where that would lead. I really thought it would lead me to development, commercial world, which especially I find in the academic real estate world, that's all they talk about is, building skyscrapers and all the rest, the development piece of that. And my senior year of college, I go into commercial banking class, and they announced that Fannie and Freddie just went under,
Oh,
This
yeah.
was like, welcome to the real estate world. We got that,
It was a
that
crazy
kind of
time,
farewell.
man.
And so my mom had literally just gotten into the real estate world here in residential, and so coming out of FSU, I came back here. It's where my network was, and we just teamed up and started kind of building a business together. And we've grew a team at Coldwell where we started, and now we have our own independent brokerage. And for me, it's not the real estate; it's the people. It's both the people so people will say, what's your specialty? What type of home or what area? And we follow our people. Where
Sure.
do they want to be? We're going to go do absolutely everything we can to meet their objectives, right? And so now it's even transitioned more to the people with the team of people we've grown and really being able to feed into them, helping them build their careers, and so it's a lot of fun. It's a people game. The real estate's just kind of a small.
It's totally
piece
a
of it.
people game. I mean, if you guys could give advice, I think you guys would all agree that you're not necessarily in it for the money, although there is money, but you're in it for the people. You guys take care of people. It's this wonderful puzzle you get to put together, and then at the end of it, they have a house or they've sold their house. They've done something that you've helped them do, which is probably the largest transaction or one of them in their entire lifetime. And you guys are helping them along the way, which is really cool. Hey, Rose. So tell me about YPN. So when you got the news that you four were one of the 20 under 40 rising stars in YPN for Aura, did you was it like the Emmy nominations where you're screaming at that phone? Or what did you think about that? Because I think what happens is we don't get recognized a lot in our industries anymore. It's not the same as it was back before the crazy crash. And so it's really cool, I think, what Aura does to recognize people. So Wendy, what do you think, what were you feeling, what were you thinking, and what does it mean to be a rising star?
It's very surreal. I'm going to be honest. When I got the news, I was at my desk at the Property Pros. My broker, Anthony Billeteri, was sitting across from me, and I was just like, dude, I think they sent the email to the wrong person. And he's like, what? And I was like, I think they sent the email to the wrong person. And then I was bawling, and I was like, because it's all of this is still very, very surreal to me. It's still very new. And he was just like, I'm getting my ticket now. I'm getting my ticket now. Like, this is huge, Wendy, and he made it such a big deal, and I love him for that. But what I loved about this award was that it is Rising Star, and that's awesome. That's great. I get to meet these rock star agents, but it was also about our commitment to our community. So that, for me, that's where my heart is. It's in serving and giving it back and paying it forward. So that, to me, was bigger than the Rising Star portion.
I love that.
So I can't believe I'm sitting here with these guys. That's all I have to say about that. So
See, realtors do get along, guys.
we do. I don't know why there's
It's
just,
not as crazy as everybody says it is.
It's not. I think we do.
TV.
It's TV.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's
yeah.
crazy news. All right,
Sure.
Amy, what did you think? What
Fake
did you
news.
feel?
I think I was at the hospital with my baby.
Oh.
I found out, but I was,
10 weeks.
absolutely honored. Really surprised, but I really don't. I guess I don't look at numbers and things like that a lot, so it was kind of an eye-opening thing to me. I've been in this business for quite some time. I love what I do. I love the first-time home buyers. I know a lot of people like to say that they love and focus more on the high end, things like that. But to me, I would rather have 150 to $200,000 buyers than 3 at the higher end.
Right.
It's much more rewarding. And I sometimes get lost in the business part of it, as far as making sure that everything closes, the problem solving, the things like that. I don't even recognize the numbers. So it's definitely, it's an honor for sure. But I mean, again, it's an honor to be sitting here with everyone.
And be on the TED Show.
To be on the
Sorry, I had to throw it out there.
Yes,
All right.
it was great.
Judy, how about you? You want me to repeat the question?
Nope.
Okay, good.
I got the question.
I'll have to do that for Justin later, so it's fine.
We're young, honey.
I was really hoping you'd repeat it.
I will totally repeat it.
First initial feeling was, let me call everybody else that I knew applied. Technically, my broker tried to nominate me without telling me. He tried to nominate a couple of people until he realized he couldn't. So he said, hey, I wrote your letter. Go ahead and apply. And I called the others, and 2 unfortunately didn't make it. That was my first initial reaction. Let me call them and see if they made it. And then the 2 were like, no.
Oh, that's
I said,
awkward.
oh, crap.
That is awkward.
You're better than me. That's what I said. But then I had to come to realize it's not just about numbers.
It's not.
It's not just about how you are, like how many deals you close, but how well-rounded you are.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Are you helping the community? Are you a part of the board trying to help the board help the community and help your other
good.
agents? And are you helping yourself? So it's those 3 things that made me realize, oh, wow, I'm the ishnit. I didn't curse.
You can say it if you want to, Judy.
No,
it's all right.
no,
She's not.
I cleaned it up for you.
You did clean it up.
I was like, okay, I am what I'm where I want to be, and I'm growing exactly how I'm supposed to.
I love
Helping
that.
my community, helping other realtors, and helping myself. That's what made it
That is
even more.
so good. That's so good. All right. All you under 40 people, like I don't think I could pronounce my name when I was under 40. All right, Justin.
Based on her answer, I know the question.
Okay, good. Thank God.
So,
No repeats here.
I was on the opposite side of the situation you just described because somebody who's not here who should be is Richard Sapp. I have to call him out because he's on this
I invited
list as
him.
well. And Richard he works with us and has become just an incredible agent. He's only been in business about 2 years, and he needs to chime in. I don't know what he was doing this morning.
Maybe he thought, "Who's Ted Bogert?" I'm going to delete that message. I mean,
That's
I've
very
had that
possible.
happen. Oh yeah, it's all right. I
Yeah,
can take
if
it.
I'd had more heads up, I would have forced
Oh
it here.
yeah.
Here's what happened. So
Planning here, guys.
So I get a call from Rich, and he says, "You're not going to believe it. I got the email. I'm in the top, 20 under 40." I'm like, "That's awesome." I'm like, "But I'm pretty sure I was in the nomination for that as well."
Yeah.
I haven't seen an email, but it's cool. I'm again, it's a people.
I get it.
thrilled for Rich,
Right.
And then literally the email comes in. I was like, "Hey man, we're both there. This is even more fun." So
Super awkward for a minute or two.
no, it would have been perfectly fine because he deserves every bit of it. So wish he was here, but that's it for my answer.
All right. So we are getting close to out of time, as you can see how fast it goes, right?
Yeah.
So anything about the business, your personal beliefs, anything that you want to share with them, because what we're going to do, we're going to share this across all platforms. And I think it's so good that you can see, first of all, 4 realtors can get along with a crazy mortgage guy on a Facebook Live show and have a good time. We're not all robots in this industry. We really do want to take care of the people that we work with. And community is important to everyone. That's part of this award. That's part of it is community involvement, community excellence, doing things in your community outside of your regular real estate career. So there's a lot of amazing things that these people do. So any parting words of wisdom, anything you want to share with them, anything that you want people to know, because remember, they only get to see your business card with your face on it. They get to see you maybe when they list or buy from you, I guess, but they don't get to hear about the person. So anything you want to share with them, and we're gonna start with Justin this time.
Okay.
Throw him off, and then work this way, and then we'll close it up.
I'll go a little bit different direction with it. Just say some things that
You're a challenge, man. It's
I
like,
am.
gosh, everything's different.
say some things that from an
I love it.
advice standpoint, I often give to folks we're working with or representing. And I know in that moment, sometimes it comes off as, well, maybe that's in your best interest, right? That you give me that advice. But this is to everybody, who's looking for to buy or sell. And I think we're in an industry right now that's being attacked with the open doors, with these hedge funds coming in that are trying to put some algorithm on the home buying process and simplify it in a way that takes away the personality that's around the table, right? And the personality, I think, is important because it has real market knowledge and opinions that can't be fabricated into an algorithm. And so I say that to say, whether you're working with me or any of these people or anybody else, find someone you know and you trust to represent you in the buying process, because I find it far too often people well, I don't want to work with somebody I know. You know, and we hear that all the time. Well, everybody I work with is somebody I know.
Right.
I mean, when it really boils down to it. And it's more important for me that I represent them in their best interest than the deal, because I have that working relationship.
Sure.
And so I would just start thinking through it and from that perspective, and know that there's always going to be some innate pieces of the process that can only be done by human hands, right? And so get with somebody, get to know your realtor, be loyal to them, give them information, you know, don't withhold pieces of the puzzle. And if they're not the right person, you need to go find somebody else.
Amen.
You know?
Amen. All right, Judy, how about you?
Okay, so I'm going to break it down into 3 sections.
I love this.
Section number
I didn't prep them for anything, by the way, as you know. So here it is. This is all on the fly. So.
For realtors, I think as a whole, we need to get more involved with the board. Whatever board you are in, get more involved. There's a lot of changes that's going to be happening. There's great things in the horizon. I was just sharing prior to us going live. So I can't wait for all of those things to happen. But the only way you can formally make a change is to get connected and start pushing out agendas. Start working on it. You can't say anything. Do not call me and complain if you're not a part of it. Okay?
Amen.
Number 2 is for the buyers and the sellers. This is the people thing. We build relationships. It's not just about, oh, I'm going to work with you today, because you don't become successful working with someone once. Most likely you're going to work with them multiple times. I'm pretty sure I have an uncle. He's worked with his realtor for years prior to me becoming an agent. And then he fired him, as he should have. But you grow into building a relationship with someone, and companies are just there for the numbers. They're not there to care about your bottom line. They're there to care about their bottom line. And it's never going to benefit you if you feel like, oh, okay, this person is going to help me because I don't know them. Some people, like he said, don't want to work with someone they know. Well, that person that you know is going to work better for you most of the time. And trust me, whatever you tell them is a secret. We're bound by confidentiality, and we're not attorneys. And then,
You just play one on TV.
And number 3, you got to get more involved in the community. Not just with Aura, not with just your clients. You have to actually care about your community. And this is for anybody. If you're buyer, seller, realtor, lender, I don't care who you are. You have to care about what's going on around you.
Yes.
Because this ultimately affects us all. This affects our houses. This affects our, not volume. This affects our values.
Yes.
And truthfully, I'm pretty sure you want to keep your values up. So let's get out there and help out.
Love it. All right, preach.
Well, I mean, how do you follow that?
Amy, you can do it.
I don't even know.
She had a baby 10 weeks ago.
4 points. Amy has 4 points.
We need 5 points, Amy.
Goodness.
It increases as we
All
go.
I was going to say is that I feel like I have people contact me all the time that either have zero clue what they're doing, or they think they have every ounce of knowledge and they're not in the business. Again, to play off of what everybody said here, if you find the right realtor, they're there to help you.
Yes.
And they're there to give you their knowledge. We know what we're doing, but in the turn, it doesn't hurt for you to ask questions. I have so many people who come to me and they're like, I know I should know this. Well, you shouldn't. This is what we do every day. So this is what we do every day. Let us do our job. Let us help you. And if you do not feel like you're being helped, then you definitely have the wrong representation. So I would say from the experience and the knowledge and the class of people we have sitting here up here with us right now, we know what we're doing and we're here to help you. And we wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. So definitely get the right representation. Do not work with someone just because you feel like you have to. But the people that you know, for the most part, should be the ones that really have your best interest at heart. So.
Agreed?
I always tell people, if you haven't bought a house in the last 12 months, you have no clue.
You have no clue.
You have
That's
no
true.
clue.
It's completely different.
And if you haven't sold a house in the last 6 months
Yeah.
or 12 months,
Very
you
true.
don't have a clue either. So
Completely different market.
Let the professionals help you. That's
Agreed.
what we are.
All right, Wendy, you want to wrap it up for us?
Sure. Oh boy.
It's okay. It's not blocking.
It's not blocking.
Just touch
Go
it
ahead.
gently.
Gently. Okay.
Be gentle, Justin.
So it's so hard to follow They just said so many wonderful things. So I'm just gonna say this. For me in my business, I think, and for all of us, I think kindness matters. Period.
Amen.
Just
that's awesome.
be kind. I mean, be kind in the transaction if you're an agent. Be kind to your buyers. Be kind to your sellers. Be honest, ethical. I mean, just be kind. Treat this person like they're your mom, they're your dad, they're your brother, they're your sister. And that's why I say they're my families. My buyers and sellers become my family. I don't even call them
agents in the title company.
Yes,
and the lenders.
you're all a team. So be kind. Don't
It's a tough crowd, man.
You're a team.
Not the lenders.
You're a team.
We are a team.
Play well together, people. You know, ultimately we all have the same goal, right? We want to make our seller happy. We want to make our buyers happy. And you know, and as far as the community, for me, again, it's all about serving. I again can't believe I get to wake up every day and be me. So how could I not want to pay it forward? If you're a new agent, call me. I tell all new agents, call me, let's chat, let's have coffee. If you're not a new agent and you want to mastermind and share ideas, let's do that. I mean, let's just work well together, right?
Amen.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right, so here you can see why these 4 are representing the 20 that are under 40 for YPN. I mean, I just think it's amazing that you guys are able to share. First of all, you said yes to the TED Show, and you've probably all seen it.
At 11.
Maybe. And then you still said yes? Amy's the only one who's like, I came here. No, somebody made me come here. But we are a community that cares. All of us in this community, we care about each other. We really do. And so you want to find a professional like them that actually cares about the community and cares about you. And that's really what this whole 20 under 40 is about. It's not about numbers. It's about people and about community. So thank you guys for taking the risk and coming on. Thanks for having cocktails with me so I didn't have to drink alone. And we love you guys. The event is tomorrow night at Ace Cafe. Wednesday night, right?
Wednesday
at Ace
night,
Cafe,
6
where we're going to recognize these 4 and 16 others at that event. So we love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Mwah. Reach out to them. These are good people. All right, here we go.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.